Hey guys, Stephanie with AmericanMuscle.com here with an overview and install of the Raxiom Gen2 nav that has Bluetooth, backup camera, and HDMI capabilities for all 2010 to 2014 Mustangs. The Raxiom Gen2 navigation is gonna be a good option for the 10 to 14 owners out there that are searching for the most capable factory-style navigation and multimedia system that comes with all the modern amenities like Bluetooth, backup camera, and even HDMI mirroring, which I'll talk more about in a second. This will work for models that came with or without the sync system, and I'll tell you right now that I'm gonna call this a 1 out of 3 wrenches in the difficulty meter because it's all plug and play. You don't have to splice or do any wiring to get this installed. It is a little time consuming, but I'll talk more about that later. The Gen 2 has a lot of options, which is a good thing in this case. This unit also has Bluetooth capabilities for all cars, regardless of whether or not you have sync. The Bluetooth capability on a non-sync car is a new upgraded feature that you don't get with other options. On top of that, you're still looking at a ton of other nice features. If we look at the screen itself, not only is this very much OEM-like in its overall appearance, but the screen is a 7-inch HD LCD touchscreen, so you can interact with it. Raxiom has a large screen, and that's especially nice if you're mirroring your phone. It's also nice when you're using the backup camera. It does have a full-color backup screen, which will give you a lot of visibility. The other nice thing about this screen is that it'll display all of your sync functions if you have them. And this does retain all voice-controlled sync functions. The nav system does use a software that has some cool features too. When you're using the navigation, it gives you both voice and visual turn-by-turn directions on the screen. You have 2D, 3D, and green routing directions, and 3D building views for major cities. All the map software is preloaded too, so this will be available on initial startup. You won't have to download anything or update any SD cards or anything like that. And of course, it has options for US maps, or for maps for both US and Canada. Lastly, there are 5 language voice options, both male and female, so you can customize your voice options. Some of the other features that this unit has may not be as exciting as the new technology of the unit, but there's still things that I wanted to mention to you guys because they are important. At least I think they would be if I was shopping for a unit like this. When it comes to music, of course, this has radio and CD capabilities, but it'll allow you to access your music from your phone as well. You can do that through Bluetooth or through an aux cable. The other thing that I wanted to mention here is the full warranty that this comes with. The unit comes with Raxiom's 2-year full warranty in case you should ever need it. Now, as I said earlier, Raxiom has added some new technology to the Gen 2 here. The main thing being the HDMI mirroring capabilities. There's an HDMI input that's going to allow the components that are on your Android or on your cell phone to be displayed on the nav screen. Anything on your phone screen will be shown on the nav screen. This includes texting or any other app that's on your phone, and I mean all mobile apps. This unit does have text-to-speech capabilities that are transfer over to those apps that you're mirroring too. I think the best part about the mirroring capabilities is when it comes to navigation. Now this is a full GPS navigation unit, but I know that a lot of times people, including myself, are turning to their phones for navigation anymore, even if you have a full nav unit in front of you. Sometimes your nav needs to be updated, and sometimes a mobile app will offer you different live updates that you can't get on your car's navigation. Like if a road is closed or if there's a road hazard up ahead. With their mirroring capabilities, instead of having to stare down at your phone, you can have that map or the app displayed on the larger screen of the Gen 2 unit, so you have the best of both worlds. You have more of a real-time GPS through a mobile app, but you also have it displayed on the nav, where it's easier to see and interact with, like a traditional nav. The only downside here is that the unit does not come with the HDMI cable that you need for the mirroring. That's something that you have to pick up on your own. The unit that I have here on the table with me today is the unit for cars that came equipped with sync. This is going to look different than the unit for the non-sync cars. In either case, you're only getting what you need here. You get the unit and a small bezel to make this look like a factory-style nav, all of your harnesses, your backup camera, audio cables, and a phone backing. If you pick up the non-sync version, you're gonna need a little bit more. Get a larger bezel that's gonna reposition the factory controls and realign the CD disc slot so that you still have the OE appearance. That's really one of the biggest things with the Raxiom nav here. Get all of these features in this technology, but when you install this, it really does look like it came from the factory in the car. As far as price, this is the most advanced Raxiom unit with the newest technology and capabilities, so this is going to be a little bit more expensive. You're looking at spending close to $700 for this unit, which is about $100 more than the original. The install for this is easy. It's a 1 out of 3 wrenches in the difficulty meter. It's going to take about 2 hours to get done. The install is all plug and play. You won't have to splice any wires or cut or have to worry about any of that. The install will change slightly depending on if you're installing on a car that has sync or not. We installed our unit on a car that did have sync, just for your reference. Need a few basic hand tools to get the job done. Basically, you'll need to remove the center console, so you have to disconnect any connections and take off some trim pieces so you can get the control panel off. The sync unit is behind this panel, and that needs to be removed along with the radio unit. The Raxiom wiring harness will plug right into the factory harness. You have to plug in some input wires and some cables into the back of the new nav unit and reinstall all of these pieces that you removed. Once you have everything plugged in and ran and in position, it's just a matter of getting the center console back together and getting your backup camera ran and in place. Raxiom gives you step-by-step instructions and tells you how to set up your unit on the initial startup as well, so they make it really easy. Wrapping things up here with the Raxiom Gen2 OE-style GPS navigation. The Gen 2 will work for the 2010 to 2014 Mustang, and there's a lot to look at with this unit, so I suggest you check it out more aligned for yourself, right here at AmericanMuscle.com.